everybody, Mikerowchip here, playing Trainz 2022
Plus Standard Edition.
And this is Tidewater Point, Season 2, Episode 4. The intro just keeps getting longer and longer, don't it? We're here in Tidewater at the engine shed. And this is Jane, and Jane's going to take her SD40-2 up to get herself some cars. Yeah, she's got... well, there's 27 cars up there, and they want 17 of them loaded up. So she's going to have to go up there and do that. We're so close to it, there's no need for us to put a switcher in that yard. That's how I'm looking at it. So let's get rolling. Here we go. That high beam's on second? I don't know. There we go. It takes a cycle. I wanted those ditch lights on. All right, roll her out of there. Okay, and she'll come this way, and this way, and this way. Yep, yep, and nope, but now yep. All right. I always say to myself, you got to stop clearing your throat into the mic. And then I go, first thing I do. I did turn my head, but I just got to stop doing it. Just hit the mute button, buddy. Just hit the mute button. That's all you got to do. Or take a drink like right now. Here we go. Let's up the speed. See, just like right there, I cleared my throat. Mute button. Much more professional. Yeah, 15 mile an hour seems about right. Alrighty. Now I want to put on the bell and then the horn. That's what I want to do. Oh my gosh, that's what I just did. But I'm still remembering that one person that said, when I was riding on it, we never did it. Yeah. See all the things that go through my brain pan while I'm sitting here? Yeah. And then I always think back, you know what, though? You should do what makes you happy. Because it's my thing. I'm going to do what I want to do. Is that how it goes? It's your thing. Oh, yeah. Do what you want to do. That's what it is. I knew it was something like that. I just couldn't remember. All right. No gates. All right, you got to clear that switch right there. There it is. And now back it up. Beautiful. Okay, and then this is going to go this way and that way. Yep. That is correct. Oh, I turned the bell off thinking I was turning the bell on. We had the bell running through the yard. And then I hit B again because we're coming up to the level crossing. And see, that turns the bell back off. But that's all good. Everybody knows what's supposed to happen. Like I always say, those dock workers are used to seeing the trains. They see a lot of them. Here we go. All right, now here's a question. Did I lay down a Tidewater Mills for the AI to get to? I think I did. Let's see. Let's see what we got here. Navigate to track mark. Tidewater Mills. Look at me go, huh? Now, the reason I do that is so then I can do this. Well, I activated the line side camera, but nothing changed. But you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, it's not going to take us long to get there at all. In fact, it's 11:57 right now. Let's see how long it does take us to get there. Unless, of course, we are met with oncoming traffic, in which case it will take longer. But I'm not complaining about that. What's this switch say right now? Junction is not aligned. Usually that means there's no train coming. It's just trying to figure out how to align all the junctions so it can get out of here. So we can get out of the Tidewater yard, which is completely empty. Oh no, there's cars down there. All right. Which is almost completely empty. Yep, everybody in the tower is... They're all up there laughing. Look at them all. And the level crossing guy ready for us. Oh, because there's a train coming the other way. Isn't it the passenger train? Oh, no, wait. This should be the boxcar train, right? Yeah, it is. Oh, okay. Remember before how I said the switch isn't aligned usually means there's not a train coming? Yeah. Yeah, you guessed it. I was wrong. That's right. In the last video, I was saying how this was a deja vu train because we just saw the other one. And did I add more different consists on? Nope. No, I did not. But you can imagine that some of these are center beams and some are well cars, and hoppers, you know, stuff like that. Here we now we got a green. Nice look at this tree here, huh? It's like an aspen. I can tell because this one here is definitely an aspen. This one has to be an aspen because we all know the old saying, take 2 aspen and call me in the morning. Oh, gee. Yeah, okay. Oh, okay. It was an automatic. It was way too late. Yeah. I'm busy making stupid dad jokes. I should be blowing on the horn, which is way too late. What happened there? I don't know. I don't know what happened, but none of it was good. All right, so far it's taken us 2 minutes to get just this far. Of course, we had an oncoming train. Like I said, take longer. Drink. Wonderful, wonderful drink. Said it before, I'm going to say it again. Running the route the way I'm running it now just feels so much more right. With the Tidewater rail, you know, the short line being run more like a real short line. They got their own little engines. CSX and Norfolk Southern are just dropping stuff off, picking stuff up. That's it. Of course, I don't have any... Norfolk Southern trains never stop to pick anything up. And I think down by the Tidewater yard, I think in real life that's actually a Norfolk Southern and CSX exchange yard. Pretty sure, but I don't know that for absolute sure. Somebody said it. I think it was on somebody's channel. So maybe they don't know. Maybe I don't know. All kinds of possibilities. That classic barn way over to the right there. Oldie but a goldie. Or do the newies look like that too? I think they do. I don't think they put up red barns anymore. I think they're mostly that corrugated steel. They paint them red. I don't think so. I don't know. I'm not a farmer. Well, not in real life anyway. Right across the bridge here. And then right over the bridge, just on the other side of the bridge, is the level crossing. And then just beyond that is Tidewater Mills. Just going for a nice little cruise. This one is still automatic, so I think this one works out pretty good, even at half speed here. Oh, yeah. Nicely done. There's Tidewater Mills right there. I see the silos. It's taking us 5 minutes to get this far, and that's with an oncoming train. Now, I know I slowed down. We got an approach signal here. Huh? Is there another train coming? I know I have, or maybe because that next switch isn't thrown. That's why it's on approach. I'll start that sentence for a third time. I know I've made the speed limit lower on this track now that leads up to Tidewater Mills, because if you don't, it derails. The sway becomes so much that it sways itself right off the rails. There's the dam. Yeah, so we're going to take out 17 cars, and then we're going to start shoving them in there. I was thinking, too, back when I was in Tidewater, do I usually wait until there are empties to bring up there before I go up there to get any fulls? And then I remembered, oh, yeah, I don't run it this way, so there is no usually. Here we go, yeah. Speed limit's definitely 15, and you'll see the sway start here. Here it goes. Look at that. Everyone's got to put a cap on their coffee when we hit this part, because otherwise you're going to be wearing it. You don't want to be in the bathroom when this happens. If you're a dude and you're standing in front of the toilet when this comes around, you're going to be lucky to get maybe 2 shot glasses worth into the toilet. Some kind of animal noise or something. Yeah, this is pretty. Roll right in here. Oh, and somebody asked me in the comments, where did I get that 410-2 Southern Pacific engine from C&O Hinton? I bought it. I told them this already in the comments, but I bought it from Jointed Rail. And a while ago, someone said, I went there and it's not there anymore. And I went and looked recently. It's not there anymore. I don't know why. I don't know why they took it down. Okay, so we're there. Is this, it is set correctly. Oh, no. There you go. Not much traffic here. In fact, I've never seen traffic here. You got some houses, you got kids playing hide and seek around these fences. That could be disaster. And that switch is set correctly. Let's back it down now. What track are we going to take it off of? Well, I'm thinking the longest. The one's got the most cars on it. The longest cut. We'll pull from the longest cut. And it looks like it's going to be this outer track right here, right? Yeah. How many cars are in it? I don't know. It looks like more than 17, but we'll figure that out once he lashes on. We can pull it forward and make the cut in the appropriate place. It took us, what, about 6 minutes, 7 minutes? I was going to look, and I didn't. Right now we're at 10 minutes. So I don't know, it probably took like maybe 7 minutes, maybe even 8 minutes to get here from Tidewater with an intervening train. Although the intervene was very short. Okay. I'm looking over at the time now. We're a little over 15 minutes in. I think at just over the 20-minute part, I'm going to pause, end the video, save it, and then start recording again until we get to 45. Because earlier today, while I was sitting here, we lost power for about 15 seconds, then it come back on. What the heck's that all about? I don't know. This happened to me before. And so I don't want to be, 42 and a half minutes in, and then I lose power, because when we lose power in the middle of me doing this, the recording is bupkis. It's gone. And then again, I'm back on it again about this person who said they don't really blow their horn and do the bell and everything. What if there's some rail guy working in here? Of course, they would put up a flag, I suppose. What if there's somebody walking through there? Even a little bump like this. Listen to me trying to defend my blowing of the horn. I'm the CEO. I do what I want. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. All right, so how many cars we got in this cut? We got 19 cars in the cut, right? Yeah, because you got to count the engine. So 19. This would be number 19. This would be 18. So 17's right there. That's how many we want. When I come up here, I pull from the longest one, and when I come up here with empty cars, I always put it on the track with the shortest. So, yeah. I think if we stop it, even with that cut, with this cut on this track here, that should give us more than enough clearance. It's only these two tracks that we have to worry about. There's no track on the outside. Look at the sway on this even. What, did we build on a swamp here? Is that what happened? There we go. A little slack action there. That'll do. Okay, then we are going to, again, slack action. Apply the handbrake. Decouple. That should be 18 cars, right? Oh, what did I do? Oh, yeah. No. Oh, man. All right. So, full forward a little bit. I thought I was on car 17 right here. I was on car 18 right here. As soon as the math didn't work out, I was like, uh-oh. Mistakes were made. Let's try it again now. Reconnect. All right, now move forward. There we go. That'll do. Well, see, that's a good thing I checked. We'll apply. Right there. Now, should be 18 cars. There we go. 18 cars. All right, so we're going to clear this switch down over here. And then we might as well just start right over here, right? I forget how many can fit. But we'll find out because we've got way more than we need, so. I think it's... Is it 3 or is it 4? Can't remember. Not 2, is it? No. There's the switch. This one's hard to see. Crouching Tiger, hidden switch. Never did see that movie. I'm talking about Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. There is no hidden switch. Okay, this, then this, right? We'll back it up. Here we go. Yep. Jane was just relaxing back at the engine shed, and we got the call from Tidewater Mills. They have grain to pick up. She's working on it. Her job. Not real worried about blocking this service drive. All right, now let's go down to the other end here. So we can see right when they come to the end of this. Slow it down. Slow it down. There's grates in here as if you can drop. Offload. Couldn't help that call. That one came out of nowhere. 1, 2. Yeah, you can fit 3. We can even pull forward just a bit, huh? Not that it really matters, but I'm going to make it matter. Just by a little bit. I think I'd mentioned that before, too. I guess this is it could be if they miss, you'd overspill, you'd recollect it. I don't know. All right. So we'll apply that here, or will we try to figure out how many cars? Because this is going to be 12, right? Which would mean 5 will be left over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. What if I leave these 2 on here? I guess it doesn't make much of a difference, but we'll do it anyway. Instead of dragging them back and forth every time. Trying to be proactive. And then it would also actually free up the service drive, which I wasn't worried about. But if I can free it up easily, why wouldn't you do it, right? Okay. I checked this yet. Yeah, so if we can fit 4 times 3 is 12 under there. We have 17 cars total. Oh, no. We have 17 cars total, which means 17 minus 12 is 5, which means we're going to have 5 cars that we can't fit under there. So I can fit those 5 cars onto the tracks. Right onto these tracks right here. We fit 2 right here. We'll put 1 right here, 1 right here, and 1 right here extra. Then when it comes time to push these back, it'll be less travel time. Oh, we still have this thing here. I thought I deleted it last time. Stay clear. Okay, yeah. From what I remember last time, it can't do 3 cars. It's not very helpful. Go. 1, 2, 3, and then 4 right here. Sure hope I'm doing my math right. I think I did, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Or 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's right. I can sort of do math. I kind of know math. See you later, switch list. Don't need you. I know where everything's going. Ooh, yeah, we're at 26 minutes. Come on now. Want to play it safe. Wouldn't it be funny if it went out right now? No. It would not be funny if it went out right now. All right, put you guys on pause. I'm going to save it real quick. And here we are now. Okay. So I got to go another 20 minutes, and I also got to move up here a little bit. I didn't move far enough. So that first 26 minutes, which were absolutely beautiful, are now preserved should the power go out. In this day and age, shouldn't I be able to rely on my power more than this? One would think. But if one were to think that, one would be wrong. So, instead of better safe than sorry, it's better saved than sorry. Yeah, I twisted it there. Did you notice the twist I did to it? Yeah. Back these down in here. Now, is she going to go back down to Tidewater? And I think I decided the answer to that was no. He's going to sit up here. And I suppose I'd send her back if there were cars down there. There may be. What happened? Oh. Wrong key again. Gosh darn it. Alrighty. Yep, that'll do. There we go. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, and then the one that sticks out right here. That's a cool shot. I don't know why. So I look at this, I think, that's a cool shot right there. All right. Enough with the cool shot commentary. Forward. Funny, so I stopped the video there. Of course, you guys don't notice it at all. Except maybe for a little pause. But, because we were at 26, I'm like, all right, good, save it. And then as it's saving, I'm thinking to myself, gosh, we're already 26 minutes in? I only got 20 minutes to go? Yeah, I got a hard life. All right. There we go. I'd forgotten that my YouTube channel comes with an email, which is ridiculous because right on my page it lists my it's a Gmail account that I get with YouTube automatically. So I forgot. And the reason I remembered was because I watch other YouTubers, and my wife also watches YouTubers. And on one of her things, one of the YouTubers was saying that they're sponsored by so-and-so, you know, and then they do a commercial and they say, I'm using their products, and so blah, blah, blah. And I thought, I wonder how many Trainz people are sponsored. You know, are there any Trainz people that are actually sponsored out there, people who play Trainz? So that, then I thought, I wonder how they would contact me. And that's when I went, oh, maybe it's through your email, and I haven't checked it in a while. And then I checked it, and no, nobody's interested. Nobody at all. So there you go. There you have it. Okay, so that is the end. Let's look this way. Seems more appropriate. That is the end of Jane's turn. Let me put you guys on pause, and I'll figure out what we're doing next. Now we're with JD here in River Point. Yes. He has got a few things to do. Why don't I bring up his switch list here? Here it is in my spreadsheet that you can't see. There is one reefer up at U.S. Cold Storage that now needs to be set out. They just called us. And then here in the River Point yard, there are 10 Walmart cars and 12 River Point diesel cars that need to go up. So we can collect all those. Now, yeah, how are we gonna do that? Because they got to be shoved up. I can't pull them up because it would be on the wrong side, and there's no runaround track up there. So get on this end, maybe push the first group out, then run back, push the second group up, or cut up, connect it to the first cut, and then ram it up the hill. Okay, sure. Makes sense. Alrighty. So we're going to turn this way. And what else we want to do? That being that way is just fine. That's not going to hurt anything. Neither is that. Okay. So here we come. Is this one set? Yeah, it is. Oh, let's turn on our lights. First time through, it says no. Second time through, it says, oh, yeah. Those ditch lights. All these cars are waiting to be drilled onto their appropriate tracks. I think must have been that the Duker brought them over. And I don't know where the Duker is right now. Is the Duker here in River Point? Because we got just a whole lot of cars sitting on the Tidewater yard track that need to be disposed of. I don't know where the Duke is. Is Duke sitting over here? Oh yeah, there he is, right? That's the Duke. Yeah, that's the Duke. Right? Oh, now I gotta look. It's the Duke. Okay, yep, it's the Duke. Okay, Duker. So his next turn, he's gonna be hauling those cars back to Tidewater, which is good because we need it. All right, now we gotta throw this switch. I already did. Let's back it up. No bell. Okay. Hopefully there's not a train coming here. What do we have here? Stop, then proceed. Okay. Then we want... Yeah, that would be correct. And then this would be correct. Yes. Okay, so it's a stop, then proceed. Will it actually do it? If I stop, will it turn green? These signals do that? I think I tried before going into Tidewater. And then it didn't do it. All right, stop. See, what does it still say? Stop, then proceed. Well, it can't just stay red all the time. How would you know when it was time to proceed? You wouldn't. We're going to ignore it, go underneath it, and then it's probably going to yell at us. Signal past the danger. No, it's not going to yell at us. All right. So did that work? I don't know. And somebody also made a comment that I removed. There was a signal missing coming out of Tidewater. Yeah, I removed it. Can't remember why, but I do remember removing it. Right. Go this way, right? And then this one should be already slated for this way. It is. Okay, then we got to put them. Did I? Hopefully I marked these ones. Did I mark these ones? I did. Okay. So I want. So I'd want the group if there's anybody on there, but there's nobody on there. We want Walmart, and then we're going to want this. Oh, gosh. This is too close. What the haystacks? I could do some maneuvering, or I could just bump it. We'll see what happens once we get to the other end. Okay, yeah. How about we throw some switches? Listen, Mo. I'm speaking to myself right now. Yeah, we don't want to be River Point inbound. That is the wrong track. I can see going like this far over before you notice that it switched the wrong way, but going all the way up there before you notice it. I mean, I didn't notice it because I was looking elsewhere. But the engineer not going to help me out there, huh? Okay, here we go. Now let's go forward. Alrighty. So River Point inbound. We'll get past that. Thank you for the bell. That was very nice of you. All right. Yeah, so we'll go to Walmart first. It doesn't matter which one we grab for, but this one's they got enough, no way we got enough clearance on that. So what do we got up front here? Yeah, I got room. Why didn't I move it up when I had a chance? That's all right. We'll move it up ourselves. What's Jeff doing, huh? Come on, Jeff. You had one job to do. Actually, you got a lot of jobs to do, but that was one of them. Now you're going to make me push it. Although I'm now kind of remember me saying, and if I ever do need to go down that track, I can just push it myself. So there you go. My own thoughts have betrayed me. All right, so like I said, we had to push 22 cars up the hill here into River Point businesses. That's what I'm calling that little cluster that I myself made. Here we go. And prepare for impact. We have impact. All right, let's check that switch at the front. Okay, so what do we got going here on the front? We got some bad goings on with those switches, but they're not fixed. Let's make sure. Oh, yeah. Didn't want that. Okay. Now we're going to pull these or shove these forward, right? Until the engine clears this switch right here. Then we could either pull these or shove them. Shove them's probably going to be easier, so we'll shove that huge cut there on the outer track. Okay, here we go. Here come the Walmart cars. Maybe they got my hooks on there. No, wait, they're all empty. Maybe they're getting ready to load my hooks on there. I for a while now, I've been working out with, those resistance bands, and they have wall anchors. And the wall anchors are becoming the hardest part of getting those bands on and off those wall anchors is more stressful and harder for me than actually doing the actual exercise. You got to stretch them. But I recently upgraded a little bit heavier ones. And, of course, they're thicker, and you got to really stretch them to get them to snap onto those things. Like, this is ridiculous. So I found some at Walmart online, and now they're going to... I wanted to go pick them up in store, but they just didn't have them. But I found really good ones that look like they're super easy to get on and off. And those, I got to take out my old wall anchors and put in the new ones. Fascinating, isn't it? Sure, you guys are fascinated. Right. We'll apply that. Now we're going to back up. But as all of this on this route, of course, is not really happening, it's all fictitious, the chances of my hooks being on there are right around 0. Yeah, pretty much. Alrighty. Back through the yard. Those are the tankers right there. They're all diesels that have to be pushed up there. And we're going to store them on the storage tracks that are right near those industries. That being the customers, right near Walmart, and then right near the refinery that's up there. That way, we got more room down here. The yards are beginning to fill up a little bit. And if you look at season 1 of Tidewater, I say that about, I don't know, episode 5 or 6. And then from episode 8 on, there's nothing but cars in all of these yards. So again, it'll be interesting to see how this works out. This Tidewater track here is fully loaded. Those are going to the dock right there, those coal cars. Tidewater dock. Well, I just got to push these forward now until I have enough clearance to get by, to get the engine by. And that other reefer that was on the inbound track, probably I didn't put it on the track probably because there's not enough room. It makes me wonder when I pulled it off, although it may have been after JD may have pulled it off earlier. So I'm wondering why didn't I just grab 2 cars, put them over there instead of 1? Seemed to make more sense. But again, I make so many moves on so many different routes, it's kind of hard to remember what's going on. If I did nothing but Tidewater, I'm sure I'd have many more answers for you. But it is what it is. And of course, an advantage to all that is I can see a lot of different routes, obviously, but then also what's going on one of these routes is kind of like new to you every time you start because you don't remember. And so it presents challenges. You got to really rethink some ideas and that kind of stuff. So it adds to the enjoyment. There we go. Now just ever so little. We just got to nudge it forward. We'll see right there. I'm going to say that gives enough clearance, and let's just check now so I don't run all the way down here and find out I ain't got enough clearance on this end. Oh, no, there's enough clearance on this end, too. Okay, good. Come on, Beck. Set the handbrake. Here we go. Now back it up. Now, do video game companies pay some YouTubers to do their videos? The video I was talking about with that lady who was getting paid was she was doing like cards and stuff. You know, making cards at home. So they have their products. And she's got millions of subscribers, right? So let's not let my head get too big here. But, you know, a company like Trainz or a company like, I don't know, Fortnite or whatever, will they pay people? I've heard of people, I've heard Colonel Failure as an example, he's a guy that I watch, will say, oh, they sent me a free copy of this game, so I'll play it. So he, you know, he does get that benefit. He gets a free copy of a game. But does Trainz pay anyone to showcase their products? I don't know. Would I take the money if they offered it to me? Oh, yeah. Yes, I would. Are they going to offer it to me? Probably not. Yeah, that's just wishful thinking right there. Okay. Lash onto this cut in front of me here. And then I think to myself, but why would they want to pay me? Because here I am using their product and they're getting free advertising, which I'm fine with. I don't think they owe me anything at all. I mean, yeah, they made a fantastic product. I play it. And if they just want to say, look at this guy giving us free advertising, I am more than happy to allow them to do that. Well, I say allow like I have any kind of a choice in it. But I mean, I suppose a possible scenario would be they would say, well, we want you to do this route or that route so more people can see what it's like. But then I think to myself, okay, let's say they have like, okay, over the next 6 months, we want you to do these, 5 different routes or whatever. I'd have to set that all up and get it going the way I would like it, and then I'd be away from these routes here. So suddenly I'm thinking I don't want to do it. I don't want anyone dictating anything to me. There you go. I just talked myself out of a sponsorship, which was never coming in the first place. But, all right, there we go. But you know what? There we go. Yeah, we are now in the butter zone, so we are going to stop this episode 4 right here. Episode 5 come out about 10 days or so. That's when we'll shove these up to Walmart and the refinery, and then we'll set out that one reefer car at U.S. Cold Storage. Hope you guys had fun. I had a lot of fun doing it, as always. Why don't you like? Why don't you subscribe? Why don't you leave me a comment? And if you don't like the fact that this poor reefer was left on this track all by its lonesome, well, this just may not be the channel for you.